Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
Times I've waited patiently for you, and you'll do just what you choose to do, and I will be alone again tonight, my dear. Heard a funny thing. Somebody said to me, you know that I could be in love with almost everyone. I think that people are the greatest fun, and I will be alone again tonight, my dear.
Roadie rocks on Seclo Sounds with your host Colin Price and of course the lovely Barbara, live from the Shed of Rock in Milton Keynes. The kettle is on as I've got to make all the drinks this week. Who wants one? Yeah, how do you take it? Julie Andrews? Okay, fine. Okay, one at a time, guys. You know, we've only got so many mugs and I'm one of them. Alone Again or Love from 1967's Forever Changes. Gov't Mule, the kings of the cover version with the Beatles' She Said, and Fool for the City from Foghat. Now, we have the first song choice from our very special guest this week, Mr. Andy Powell from Wishbone Ash. As always, when we chat to our guests, we get them to choose 3 songs, which is something old, something new, and something which has inspired them in their career. So we asked Andy to tell us about the early days and choose one song which still inspires him.
Coming up in the early 70s, you couldn't not be influenced by what was going on the west coast of America. And there's a little bit of west coast in our music, in a way. And I was driving the car the other day, and I heard this track came up. And every time it comes on, especially in the car, I'm like singing along at the top of my voice. And it's the song by Stephen Stills, Love the One You're With. And I just thought, that really sums up youth, positivity, energy, freedom, all the things that really came from the West Coast, really. And when you listen to that song, I'm a huge guitar fan. Obviously, I play guitar, but the organ break, the Hammond organ break that comes in the middle of the song, to me, it's up there with any guitar solo that I've ever listened to or even produced myself. So this song just has everything for me. It's like live for the moment, and that is the spirit of rock and roll, really. And I just love the rhythm track as well. The bass line, I think Stephen himself may have played the bass line on it, but it's this insistent pulsing bass line with the addition of the conga drums, which is not that usual in rock music, but it just makes the groove unstoppable. So Love the One You're With says it all, really, for me.
If you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slip away, because your baby is so far away. Well, there's a rose in a twisted love, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. 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 Don't be angry, don't be sad, but don't sit crying over good times you had. There's a girl right next to you, and she's just waiting for something to do. And there's a rose in the twisted love, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Love the one you're with.
Roadie rocks on seclosounds.org.
We used to say there'd come the day we'd all be making songs, or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long.
The way is up along the road. The air is growing thin. Too many friends who try, blown off this mountain with the wind. Meet on the ledge. We're gonna meet on the ledge. When the time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. Meet on the ledge. see I'm all alone, but that's the only way to be. You have your chance again, then you can do the work for me. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When the time is up, I'm gonna see all of my friends. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When the time is up, I'm gonna see all of my friends. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again.
Roadie rocks on Seklo Sounds with this week's guest, Andy Powell from Wishbone Ash. We just heard Fairport Convention with Meet on the Ledge, and also Andy's first choice, Love the One You're With, from Stephen Stills. For his second choice, we asked Andy to pick something from his past, which he's most proud of, and he's chosen an absolute classic.
Wishbone Ash, what does it really sum it up? What do people think of, and how would you define the sound? Well, obviously, we are the most English of bands. You know, people love to have labels for everything, and one of the labels I've read recently, English pastoral. Well, you know, that's a strange couple of words to bring into the description of rock music. But you know, I see where they're coming from when they talk about some of the prog rock bands and so forth. And I'm one of these people that hates labels. So you know, you've got this kind of English pastoral rock, which I suppose reached its zenith with the album Argus. And that's where we kind of pulled together all of our influences. There's no denying that in a way that Iron Maiden were influenced by Wishbone Ash. Well, Wishbone Ash in turn was influenced by Fairport Convention. So you've got a folk rock band leaning towards rock with Fairport. And with Wishbone, the line moves further into the rock idiom with that Argus album. So having said all that, when you listen to the Argus album, you've got these very English minor chords, progressions, you know, church progressions, kind of English folk harmonies, both in the guitars and the vocals. But you've also got the other side of the coin, the flip side of the coin on that album was this West Coast influence, which again filtered into Fairport Convention and certainly filtered into our music. I mean, we were touring America relentlessly in the early 70s. We were on the road constantly over there. I mean, we were doing 8 and 9 week tours, coming home for a couple of weeks, going back out again. And we literally played with everybody, and everybody played with us. So we had people like Steve Miller. Steve Miller would be on the bill. Doobie Brothers, Allman Brothers, ZZ Top used to open for Wishbone Ash. But so all these bands were giving us this kind of real lesson or many lessons in the American approach to rock and blues. And I think the song that was really influenced by this American touring lark that we were on was Blowing Free. And the song Blowing Free also appears on the Argus album. Again, like the song Love the One You're With, it's just optimism. It's just sheer youthful optimism that would be hard to recreate at my age now. When you're in your early 20s, you're just full of life. The world is opening up to you. You're flying all over the place. You're just seeing the world in a snapshot as it was at that time. And Blowing Free, I mean, I remember we wrote it on the way driving by car across America. I think we were in Iowa when some of the lyrical ideas came together, although they harkened back to an idea that Martin Turner, the bass player, had years earlier. But then when we got